220. Bike life. My fam told me welcome to Cali 1 million. I'ma show you how we do it in the Bay and Vallejo. Deano, I see you. Only with these cars, this money, these bras. Right. With these bikes, you hear me? We be on 2's. I be on 2's. Covering more ground than track shoes. Ask about it, extra, view the news. We be on 2's. Hogging the lane, Bogart, no excuse. Down the middle, zipping, sliding wet on Zoom. No excuse, we on 2's.
Welcome back to On 2's, man. Well, this thing don't stop, man. And my second guest is here, man. GB, Gno, I call him GB because we've been knowing each other a while. It's my own little nickname for him. Everybody call him that too. But Gno, I also call him the $6 million man, because he's like Steve Austin on this set right here, G.
What's up, man?
Thank you for coming through, man. I really appreciate it. And me and Manny been sitting here chopping it up, and in every segment your name come up, man. So I had to get you here, you know what I mean? I really appreciate it. Typical, you know what I mean? That's what he do. He gonna roll his shit, he gonna do his thing. Before we get started, man, you want something to drink? Want to drink anything?
Yeah, shot of Hennessy.
Shot that Hennessy, all right. D Chill, can you help us out, please?
Of course.
Thank you. You say you wanted some Hennessy. Okay. And me, I'm back on energy drink, you know what I mean?
Red Bull, keep it full.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I want to give a special shout out to Danielle. She got the D Chills Bar and Grill right here at the 220 Clubhouse in Vallejo, man. Her food is good, and her presentation of the food and the drinks. She like to make those drink specials, man, and Mai Tais, and thank you again.
Of course, thank you. Y'all come through.
Yeah, so we here, man, to enjoy ourselves and just talk this motorcycle shit, man. And I had T-Cone on here, GB, right?
Right.
And the boy told me, you know, I like his advice because he always tell the truth. He said, man, you got to get more hype on this thing. You got to talk shit. He said, you calling Gno out to this motherfucker, man, or Pops. He gonna take over the whole show. I'm like, I know he is, because we gonna talk a game of shit.
We be on 2's.
Man, you know, that's my brother.
Right.
Yeah, he really represents this shit too, you know.
He do. And he back it up. That's what T-Cone kept saying. You talk your shit, you back it up.
Well, I
you
mean,
feel me? Pop same way.
Why talk the shit if you can't back it up?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But other than that though, man, you know, like I said, this bike shit out here in the Bay Area, man, we've been doing this shit for a long time.
Yeah. And put some sauce to it. You say what, man?
Having fun.
Having fun at the same time.
Having fun.
Right.
Having fun is the main.
You know what I mean? It don't matter what club you in or who you with, just a bunch of good brothers coming together on these 2's and riding and enjoying ourselves.
Yes, sir.
Whether we in the Bay Area, LA, East Coast, you know what I mean, Midwest, we gonna represent this shit, man.
Yeah. I like that too when we go different places that we all together. Me and Manny was talking about that, you know?
Yeah.
You see a brother on the highway even broke down or just riding.
Pull over, man, you off your
Pull
road,
over,
man. One
yeah.
thing about it though, bikers be on bonds, man. You know what I mean? This bike shit, I done met a lot of good people on the bike set.
Dang, come on,
You
man.
know what I mean? A lot of good people that I'm still in touch with from a lot of different places. It is nothing but love and respect.
Yeah, for sure.
I can go anywhere on this bike set, you know what I mean?
Yeah, buddy.
You know, my name speaks for itself.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean?
Yes,
But,
sir.
you know, I love the club. I mean, you know, I once was in 220, you know what I mean? I started with these brothers, you know what I mean? About 15 years ago. You know what I mean? I just made a transition, but you know it's all love.
It's
These
still
are
all
brothers.
love.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. No doubt about it. And you took a while before you even did something else.
You know, I took about 5, 6, 7, 8 years off, you know what I mean, from the bike set, really to just regroup, you know, make some changes in my life, you know what I mean, but I'm back stronger and better than ever.
And this is a brotherhood, you know, that's what this is. We family regardless.
Right.
But your family is first. You're going to take care of home first. You know what I mean? And that's gangster to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, take care of your mom or man, that's so gangster, man.
That's gangster.
Come on, man. Gangster ain't sitting in jail, nigga, in prison rotting away.
Oh, man,
you know what I mean? That's not gangster.
That ain't
If
gangster.
you didn't.
Gangster take care of your family, man, and be a good support system for your family.
Responsibility.
Responsibilities, yes, sir. I seen some of your folks with you got the baby and the kids with you, you know what I mean? You got to take care of,
I'm big on family, man, you know. Before this bike shit, family is everything to me, you know what I mean? Once home and family is taken care of, then, you know, my brothers and my family, my bike set family, they come secondary. But other than that, though, you know what I mean? I just try to stay strong and stay positive, give respect to give respect on this thing.
You got some people waiting on you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a long line of people waiting on you.
Yeah. So you got to get there and be loved. You know, I was on the set for a while too, and I was a single dude, right? And my son grown, he out the house, and sometimes we be on them runs and prayers no war,
Right.
and we having a good time, and I come home and ain't nobody at home. That shit doesn't feel too good, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's just about growth. It's about growth. You know what I mean?
Right.
We learn as we go along. You know what I mean? Shit, you gotta learn to put your family first. This bike shit gonna be here.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah,
family,
nowhere
good
to
support system, you know what I mean? You ain't got nothing. You know what I mean?
When we gone, it'll still be here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you can go out here, you can party, you can go to all these runs, man. But if home ain't taken care of first, then you losing.
Wasting your
You know what I
time.
mean? That ain't grown man shit to me.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Anybody can buy a bike. Anybody can ride a bike, but it's home taken care of. While you out here looking good, make sure home look good just as well as you looking good.
Right. And
That's
it's
true.
taken care of all the way
Facts.
around. Don't go to these parties and go to these trips and then you PG&E off when you get
you
back to the house.
You can't pay the rent.
Your rent ain't paid, you know what I mean?
You gotta be around this motherfucking bed, but
Burn a bunch of rubber and can't buy another tire, you know what I mean?
you know what I mean? Blow a motor, can't fix your motor, you know, shit happens. I mean,
I try to get an answer out of this man, a couple answers. I'm gonna ask you.
about what?
Nasty or Manny?
Shit, there's no, I mean, it's like this.
It's like
I mean, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, you know, it's levels to this shit.
I'm gonna tell y'all though, nasty, hands down.
see, this how he did it, but that's him being
Well,
humble.
well,
And that's why you can
that's
that's why you can
just-
say
that's
that
the
about
facts.
you. You
Well,
know?
That's the fact.
Well, I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I mean,
All the time.
you know, Nasty, Manny's a beast. Nasty just an animal.
Okay.
So when you put them here, they both here.
Right.
But Nasty, when it comes to burn, that's who I respect. You know what I mean? As far as burn
respect
rubber,
both,
he
right.
goes blocks and sideways and longs and wheelies. And
Uh-huh.
I don't do all that. I just burn a little bit of rubber. I never really got into
You the first motherfucker I seen do it on the freeway in traffic.
Well, you know.
You hear me? That had me scared. I mean, we riding together. I'm like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
and you went right through that shit like, you know what I mean? You only see the people as you went by doing what you're doing.
Right.
Them other people like this, people in their cars and white folks and them other people, they like,
That's the sign of knowing how to burn rubber, cause like a lot of people just burn rubber and they
out
pocket
of
clutch,
control. Right.
and they just going wherever the bike go. But me, Gino, Nasty,
Y'all in
every-
control
Lil'
of it.
we tell the bike where to go.
Mhm.
You know the bike. I ride the bike don't ride me. You know
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
I like that. I'm gonna have to put that on the shirt.
Yeah, and that's, you know, that's really the first rule of this stunt shit. So you got to be in full control of that bike.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to worry about pedestrians, other people driving.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? While you're doing what you're doing. And once that back tire get to burning and sliding, you know what I mean? If you don't got full control of that bike though, you feel me? Shit happens.
Kill
It'll
yourself,
bug
man.
You know what I mean?
You kill
There's a
yourself,
lot of
yeah.
people that's not here to really talk about, you know what I mean, had fatal accidents and shit, you know what I mean? Rest in peace, rest their souls, but I mean, shit like, you gotta have full control of that bike.
Yeah, I don't go out there playing. Don't let that drink get the best of you. You understand what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers get out that alcohol and drugs and get the burning rubber and, you know what I mean, not really paying attention to it's other people's safety you got to worry about.
Don't be in control.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's number one, being in full control of that motherfucking hall.
At all times. All the time. That gotta be your third leg. Especially your own bike. You need to get used to your own bike.
Yeah, I got a relationship with all my bikes.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's why you name them. Yeah.
You become what?
Yes,
You know,
sir.
I ain't never really got to the day with naming my bikes. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? You know, I got to do bike, I call that the Black Beauty. It just all
That's its name. That's
yeah,
what I
that's the
do.
first
Right.
name I probably ever gave a bike. In 20 years I've been on the
You
same.
didn't have to name the Oakland A's bike. That motherfucker had a
I
name
got
for
that
itself.
bike. I mean,
Right.
it's Oakland
I
A's
ain't never named
Right.
one of my bikes.
That's
Is that
the-
right?
That's the famous
Yeah,
A's
man.
bike, you know what I mean? Shit,
Crazy.
so, but you know,
I had a little testimony. I had somebody rented a U-Haul from me. The broad called me and she said, I left something in the U-Haul truck. You know, I put it on my Instagram. I go out and I go to the truck. It was 10 G's in that motherfucker.
What?
And I called her. I said, you know what? Your money is here. You know, and I put it on my Instagram. Not going tripping, you know. And I went to a couple of parties and motherfuckers started saying, hey, dude, I ain't know. Hey, man, you dude on Instagram. He said, man, you better than I am, man. I would have took that money, man, and I would have told her that truck got rent. And a little while later, I got blessed with this. So that's why I call it my blessing. I didn't plan on it. I didn't want. It just came about. You understand what I'm
definitely
saying?
a better man than me, though. You feel me? I
Ah!
would have took the bitch 10,000 and would have put that motherfucker.
She didn't even say thank you. When she came and got it, she barely said, oh, well, thanks. And she went and got it. It was one of them old fruit Mexicans going by. Shout out to them too, you know, sell the ice cream and the fruit and warm. And believe me, my first mind was, but I'm just not that Dino no more. And then more have came because of it.
And
Even
you
this
know-
show, being
you know,
blessed with
I mean,
this.
it could have been a blessing for you. Shit, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Shit, I find 10,000. I'm looking at it. That was my motherfucking blessing. You know what I mean? If it ain't none of my loved ones or somebody I know, I mean, shit,
A
you
lot
know,
of people said
shit
it
happens.
too. They said I would have parked that truck around the corner and told her it got rented already. Before she got back, you know, I don't know. That could have been her move being money. She might have been kicked out of somewhere and needed money to move to the. I don't
If
know.
anybody know me, I'd have been like, fuck that bitch. Straight the fuck up. 10,000 good is gone.
It's
You know what
gone.
I'm talking about? I would have been do that.
Don't tell now she ended up getting it. She must have been too careless if she left it.
Hey, man.
But, you know, I'm here now and it don't matter. And I still would do it again over again. If you left that bag right here with 10, I'm going to hey, what? You know what I mean? Well, we brothers.
My brother, though.
Yeah, of course.
And
you know.
that's what's that's different. If you left 10,000 in my car, if he left 10,000
Right,
in my car,
right, of course.
that 10,000 gonna be right there.
Period.
When you call me and say where that
It's
10,000
in the same
at.
place.
But if I don't know you,
I didn't
you
know
understand
her.
what I'm saying? I mean, shit, that was my blessing.
Right. She didn't
You
even
know
know
what I mean?
where it was.
Hey, I do a lot
She
of
said,
good. I
think
do a lot
it
of
was.
good in these streets.
I
So
believe
if I
it.
get blessed and find 10,000, man, it's not stealing, it's not taking. I didn't rob you. I didn't put no gun to you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Left.
Shit, that's something that was found. God wanted me to find that.
Right.
That wasn't something that I went and took from nobody. You know, I don't take from people.
Right.
You know
Period.
what I mean?
You ain't got to.
If I find a
Right,
blessing,
right.
you know what I mean? You motherfuckers best believe I'm gonna take it. You know
That
what
would have been on what? On the motor, huh?
Nah. You know what I mean? I probably would have fucked it off on the kids. You know, I'm family oriented.
Right. I give you that too.
5,000 for the kids, 5,000 probably went on the bike.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just how I do shit.
Speaking of that bike, man, we'll be right back. But I got some questions for you about burning that rubber. And I know a magician never tells his tricks,
I
but
mean,
we
you know-
want to know exactly how it go and what to do and how to do it. You know what I mean? We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
We be on 2's.
Welcome back, man. We back here on 2's. We got the famous Mr. Gno, the $6 million man. Cause I say he bionic on that motherfucking bike, you know. But we was asking him what do he feel is the best tire or best motor. My man Manny, he admitted he can do that on a stock bike if he had to. Everything he can do on a bike with motor, he can do it on a stock bike. Because either you know how to do it or you don't know how to do it. It ain't
You
the
got
bike.
it or you don't.
You got it or you
Me,
don't.
The best tire to burn rubber is a Meshler.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the best tire in the world to burn rubber. If you're trying to race, go get you an Avon or a Shanko. But if you're trying to burn rubber, I can't really tell you how to burn rubber. It's a gift. Either you got it or you
Or
don't.
you don't. Right.
You know what I mean?
It ain't no method to it. You ain't got to
There's
do
no,
this
you
and
know,
do
like
that.
I don't try, like there's nothing, I don't force anything. You know what I mean? I can jump on an 88 and I can burn rubber,
I've
get
seen you do
sideways.
that,
I can jump on a 124 and burn rubber. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's not about the motor side. The motor has nothing to do with it. It's all the skills.
Yeah. It's the age-old question. Is it the jockey or the bike?
I mean, it's the jockey. I mean, because you can jump on anything, you know what I mean, to make it do what it do. Like Manny, he jump on 88s and hit wheelies and burn rubbers. I could jump on an 88 and burn a bunch of rubber, and you don't think I had a big motor. You wouldn't know the difference unless I told you.
Right.
But let somebody else jump on that who don't ride it.
It can't
The
get that
bike is not
motherfucker
gonna
to
look the
move.
same. They're gonna be like, that's not the same bike. That's not the same motor.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? It's the jockey that plays a part in, like I said, that comes to control as far as having control of the bike.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's a good
Knowing
thing.
how much throttle to give it. You know what I mean? Knowing when to let out. Knowing when to get back in it. Because you can burn rubber and down there be about to fall and let out. And then motherfucker come back to it, get back in it. And that motherfucker stand back up.
The bike can do what
and
you
you don't
want it
get
to
to
do.
getting back in it and doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But if a motherfucker, an amateur rider, a motherfucker don't know how to ride, you get to come in sideways, you let off that throttle, see what the bike do, it bucks you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you got to know how to play with that throttle as well as play with that clutch, and that all that shit plays a factor.
Right.
So me sitting here, I can't tell a motherfucker on, give you no pointers on how to burn rubber.
Right.
Cause I don't want you to go out there
You
and
gotta
hurt
be
yourself.
a thinker first of all.
It's mental.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As in, like, if you feel like you can do anything, you're gonna go out there and do it. If you having doubts about it while you're doing it, something's gonna happen.
Something ain't gonna be right.
It
Right.
ain't gonna. The outcome is never good.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I say, shit. You know, when you going out there doing what you're doing, have confidence within yourself. You know what I mean? Know that you got full control of that horse. Because if you don't, I'm sorry to tell you, it's gonna be a cold situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just hopefully you come up out of it with a broken arm like I
Or
did.
just scraped
You know
up.
what I mean? A broken wrist. You know what I mean? You know, I done broke a few bones and this shit.
How many
don't
times
know
you
that.
think you've been down?
About
Too many to count?
5. Nah, not too many count. Probably about 4 or 5 times.
Right.
Good times though.
Good time.
Yeah.
Right, right.
But it made me the person who I am today. I can jump on
Never stopped.
anything.
Got back up and kept going.
Got back, that's what Manny was saying. He got
I
right
ain't
back
never
on that.
fell on my bike and said I was never gonna ride again. Every time I didn't drop that bike, and you know it, and he know it, I didn't pick that motherfucker back up, broken arm and
You
everything,
just said that.
and rolled my bike. Burnt rubber some more. Not just rolled off and went and parked the bike. I jumped back on that motherfucker, busted again, dropped it again, same time.
At the dragon.
Picked it back up again. Burnt rubber again, and rolled off and went and parked the motherfucker. Arm was broke.
Right. You didn't know it was broke.
I didn't know it was broke.
It was hurting.
It was
That's all
hurting.
you knew.
You know what I mean? But I'm a prideful person. You know what I mean? I fell in front of hundreds of people. So my mental, my mind is to get back up and get around motherfucking and show these motherfuckers what they do.
Right.
So, you know,
Yeah,
that's
that
why I
shit
got the
don't
respect
stop.
that I got right now
Right.
on this bike set. You
So
know
don't no motor intimidate you?
what I mean? Not at all.
Big motor don't make you feel
For what?
right.
Yeah.
Motor can only do what you make.
Motor only gonna do what you make it do.
Yeah, some bikes
You
a
know
little,
what I mean?
little
You know,
quicker
I
than
done rode
others. You know?
88s, I done had 95s, I done had 131s, now I'm on something bigger.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the
I ain't
end
know
of
you
the
go
day,
bigger than a 130.
yeah, you know what I mean? It's levels to this shit.
It's levels. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I ain't on that level yet.
There's levels to this shit.
Right.
You know what
I
I mean?
get to, I'm learning
Like I
right
said,
now.
though, you know, I didn't roll big motors, little motors, and I made them all look the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? When I'm doing what I'm doing.
Small motor will buck you just like a big
Small motor will buck you harder than
Oh,
a
yeah.
big motor
Oh,
because
yeah.
it actually is gonna allow you to do more.
I went down on a stock bike a couple times, so I already know that little motor, it don't matter. That shit don't matter at all. Who's your next race? Can you call them out right now, or
Who
can
would I like to race?
you? Yes.
Nobody. I'm my biggest competitor.
Anybody that line up with you.
I'll race anybody. I've never turned down a race. You know what I mean? I don't avoid people. I don't run from people. So if anybody want to race me, like the door is open.
Right.
But you know,
Right now you holding the belt between you and Black.
well, I mean, you know, I got a belt. I got a trophy.
Right.
You know what I mean? 3 years in this racing shit. I got a good solid 3 years.
Right.
So in 3 years, and this ain't with no big motor. I don't want a trophy. I don't want a belt. You know what I mean? At the track.
Mm-hmm.
So this ain't got nothing to do with no big motor. This was a small motor. But you know, like I said, I got this big motor in the making. I did the 131. It was cool. But you know, 131s on an M8 right now is like the basic 95s back in the day.
Right.
Everybody's doing 131s. You know what I mean? So, you know, spend a little bit more money, go a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I would be intimidated.
And a whole lot faster. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that's why I made it with it right now.
Yeah. And you give it some time, you get a motor done, of course we know you gotta get those miles in. Don't you gotta get reused or reintroduced
Well, you know,
to
it's
your
like,
bike?
we know when you put a bigger motor on your bike, it's always more horsepower, the bike is much faster. So
Right.
it's like birthing a newborn baby all over again.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta become one with this bike all over again. Yeah, the bike, you know the bike, but the motor is different.
Mm-hmm. And you definitely can feel the difference.
So, but as being an experienced rider, like I can jump
They all
on
gonna do the
a
same
new motor,
thing.
it's gonna do the same thing.
Right.
It's just about how much I'm gonna play with that, how much throttle I'm gonna give it, how, you know what I mean? How wide I'm gonna go. Like I'm just not gonna jump on say a 143 and just go crazy. No, I'm gonna burn rubber. I'm gonna get the feel of the bike, but give me within 20 minutes.
Right.
I had that motherfucker looking like I did everything else.
I ain't never heard of a 143, man. Motor go that damn big, man.
You know, they got
What
bigger
the
than
fuck?
that, you know,
45.
That's damn near a jet.
145, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Plug motor.
Yeah, you know, you can go big.
That's
You know what I mean?
fast. That's
Sky's
fast.
the limit.
Sky's the limit. You know
I
what I mean?
remember about a year or 2 years ago, you and Black, I think it was last year, you guys went out, I forgot, was it LA or something? And I think you and him was the only two that went, but y'all went out there to race.
Yeah.
And y'all held it down. But it made all of us look good. You won, we all won. Black won, we all won. I
Yeah.
really commend you on that, man. I thank you for it.
Yeah, that was a good weekend. I
I'm,
went out there,
proud of
fuck
you.
with the LA boys. I think I went like about 9-1 that day.
Wow.
Yeah, over a course of the weekend, actually.
Mm-hmm.
A course of a few days, from Friday and Saturday. I went about 9-1. I lost one race.
Is there money involved in those races?
Well, you know, there's money whenever you want it to be. You know what I mean? But the money kind of takes the fun away from it. You know what I mean? So like me, I race for the sport of it. I don't need your money to fix my bike.
Right.
So if we gonna do it for some money, yeah, we can do it for some money. It's not the problem. Money's not an issue with me, but it kind of takes away from the fun, away from the sport of racing. So I would rather just keep it competitive. You know what I mean? Me personally.
Right.
I mean, I can't speak for nobody else. You know, some people do it for the money. I'm just doing it for the sport. Like I said, you know, I build my bikes. I run my bikes, you know what I mean? When I win, I get satisfaction within myself. So it's not about making everybody else proud of what I'm doing. Like, you know, it's like I'm cool with that. So I don't need your money to fix my bike. Let's go race like me and let's race for a dinner. We can race for a seat. We can race, well, you know what I mean? But it ain't gotta be, the money takes the fun away from the sport.
Right, and it brings problems sometimes, you know what I mean?
A lot of problems.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, with me, like I said, I just like to just do it just to see where my bike at.
Right.
I'll never be the fastest, but I guarantee you I'll never be the slowest. My name always gonna ring bells.
Oh yeah, you can quit right now. It's too late. You already set in stone. Cause ain't nobody came up here that I interviewed at this point that your name has not been mentioned. You know what I mean? And I respect you guys. Like I told him, I didn't know he was human until today when he told me his real life. I'm like, wow, you know, I didn't know that at all. He's still a superhero. You know what I mean? You still the Steve Austin. You understand? Because you already got that. You know. And today is like my takeover show because I know the two of y'all and have some stories y'all can talk about for hours or things y'all know about and things that we don't know about each person. But one thing I can say is you one cool dude, you solid, you a fun ass person. When we club and rock together, man, I'm coming by you, then we gonna have some fun. All right, wherever he at, it's gonna be some fun. It ain't gonna be too much arguing and war, some shit talking. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a good time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This whole bike set is all extracurricular for all of us.
Yeah.
And it's all fun for all of us. You know what I mean? Like I said, people make it what it is. You know what I mean? You're a good person, a fun person, you're gonna have fun. You're a negative person, you're gonna find negative stuff.
You gonna find bullshit. That's easy to find on this.
I know I can speak for this man and myself. We see bullshit, we get away from it. You know what I mean? It's you know, we go a whole separate way. You know what I mean? We can be with the shit, but for what?
For what?
Niggas don't get you grown man shit. That's not gonna get you nowhere in life. You know what I mean? You want to have respect wherever you go. You want to be able to say everybody, that's a cool ass nigga. That's a good nigga. You know what I mean? And that's the love and respect that he got. That's the love and respect I got.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, it's like, you know, when you come around and shit though, you know, it's all about just being respectful. You know what I mean? I step on your shoe, I'm gonna say, excuse me, I apologize. You know what I mean? But that's where, as adults, that's what we do.
Let me tell you what he said about that. He said he'll say, oops, my foot shouldn't have been out that far. Before you step on. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? But that's just the downplay of situation. Even if a motherfucker was to come or even thought about being on some wood with nigga your foot, no, you know what? My bad. My foot was in your way. My shit shouldn't have been that far out.
Right, period.
But it's just about, you know what I mean, knowing how to downplay a situation before it arrives.
Right, especially on this set, because it's protocol. You know, if it did have something, you got 10 people over here and 15 over here, now we all punking because of some silly shit, especially with this, when it comes to relationships and friendships with other people in your club. You know, no, I'm not gonna go to bat with this person because he messed with your ex this, and you know what I mean? Silly shit, you like that, you know?
Be a bunch of that bullshit going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the one thing one motherfucker have to understand though, man, you know, this Bay Area shit, it's only so small, it's only so many people. We on the set. Everybody fuck with everybody.
Everybody fuck with everybody.
I mean,
somebody related to somebody.
I mean, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's a lot of love and respect, and that's what I like about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Versus me being on the streets. I'm not really social. But when I come to the set, I'm respectful. No, I'm on the set.
On the set.
Outside of the set, I'm not really a social person.
Okay.
Or I don't socialize. I don't fuck with people, period. But, you know, like when I accepted myself to being on the set and started saying I was going to be on the set, like I had to kind of respect. You got to be social being on the set. You know what I mean? You have to a certain degree.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm still going to get my respect and demand my respect. I don't even have to because people already know, like, yeah, like, I don't come with the bullshit.
Period.
I give it and I expect it. I'm going to treat you the way I expect you to treat me. You know what I mean? So that's just the way I always been, like, as far as my upbringing.
Right. I could agree with you on that because I don't know what it is, neither nor y'all do, beyond this set. But on the set, I know your business. That nigga gonna race. He gonna talk shit. He gonna win. And like I said, I've seen you with your children, of course. But besides that, and that's how it be. Like you say, you're not social. Like when you're not on the set. You gotta be liked on this
To
here
a
set.
certain degree, I mean, it's not even about being liked because, I mean, you're going to get people that's not going to like you for that
being
same reason. You know what I mean? Exactly. You know what I mean? But, that's their personal
That's
issues,
their
whatever. But,
Right.
you know what I mean? I'm always going to continue to, even motherfuckers I know on the set that don't like me. I do shit like this. I go up to them on purpose. Say what's up to them. Say, you want a drink? Let me buy you a drink. I'm like, because I know it gets to people. So if I do that, you're going to be like, oh, that bitch ass nigga. Like, but he a cool ass bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to call me, that's cool.
Yeah.
But you're not going to say it to my face. You ain't never tell me I'm a bitch to my face.
Right.
But you can say whatever behind my back, but you're going to put cool behind whatever you say.
The niggas around you might disagree with you, man. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be, as an individual, your friends is going to be like, no, that nigga hella cool. Like, you're going to feel away because for whatever reason. That's your own personal reason.
Right.
And I respect that because it's like assholes, we all got an opinion.
Right. Period.
So you can feel how you want to feel about me, don't mean that it's true. It's life,
At
bro.
the end of the day, it's about these bikes and our love for it. I know you've done a few of the Mannie rides. I was commending him on that. That's some of the funnest times I've had. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been featured on a few of them joints.
We know.
Yeah, man, I've been featured on a few of them
too.
joints, man. Yeah, with the big Mannie runs. That's a big run in the Bay Area, man.
Yes, it
The
is.
big Mannie run, the J1 run. Besides the J1 run, the big Mannie run is a real big deal in the Bay Area.
Especially for it to be based around one man.
You know what I mean?
You
He
know,
gets
and
a lot
that's
of
a hell
love
of a,
and respect. We always
respect,
had 200 to 300 bikers come out.
That's what he said.
We have a ball and, we ride and we burn rubber. We shut the freeways down and, we stun and, you know what I mean? Shit, I have a ball every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's not been one time I can say I went and I've never enjoyed myself.
Right. It ain't never been no problems, on
never,
the
never.
Mannie ride. Never. Everybody is cool.
I look forward to that. There's certain things that I look for once a year, and that ride is one ride that I look forward to every year.
Me too.
You know, for sure.
Yeah.
Believe that.
And we'll be there every opportunity we can. You know what I mean? So it don't even matter, man. Now, one time I was there and I watched you walk through the crowd and you shook everybody's hand. People you didn't know, just right on coming out, right on, and it
It's
was
about getting everybody together and having fun. That's all.
right. Period. Yeah. So is anybody you would like to see race? Two people that you think need to go on and get it in.
Damn. That would be a hard one. It's a lot of people I'd like to see race. I mean, we all race, but a good race that I would like to see would be me and 7 Sins.
I don't know him personally, I don't
That's
think, but
that's
a lot of talk about
that's
that
a good
dude.
brother.
He is.
He puts together good running fast bikes. I heard he's coming for me.
Oh.
It's all good. It's all love.
Right.
That's my brother. Shout out to 7 Sins Customs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Good dude. You know what I mean? He build good fast bikes, but I really want to see Lil Black and Flash Black really get it in.
Oh, now that would be.
That's legendary.
That would be
That's
legendary.
legendary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Fast Black is Lil Black's mentor, and Lil Black has made a name for himself.
Correct.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
Big Black, that's my brother. Team First Place Racing.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean? I definitely want to see them two brothers get it in.
Wow. Well, let's see if that happens. When do race season start?
Race season will be back at it probably like around February. It's gonna start around
March.
once we do the Bakersfield run. That's where it's gonna start at, basically.
In Bakersfield.
That's gonna be the start of race season because that's when all the new bikes and new motors and the upgrades.
Everybody that's been doing their
all
winter
the
work.
upgrades that people did during off season. Right now it's off season. You know what I mean? So everybody's in the shop. Everybody's doing upgrades. But the track should be open around March. Spring,
March.
yeah.
Well, we there. I'm there.
Around March, you know what I mean? So there's gonna be a lot of good racing. My club, the Wise Guys, we got a lot of fast bikes coming out. You know what I mean?
Understandable. All
We
right.
plan on being, no cap, you know what I mean? I ain't just saying this though. We plan on having the fastest bikes out of all the clubs this year. Wolfpack, They've been holding it down. Hold on.
They out of
My
Los
nigga,
Angeles,
yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir. Southern California, Wolfpack, TAF
I like
Racing.
how they pull up. They
Hold
pull
on,
up.
my nigga. Shout out to Flexing on the Ass, Lefty, G-Guard. You know what I mean? All them, my nigga Bird. You know what I mean? All them.
Everybody down
You know what I mean? Yeah, so, you know what I mean? TAF and Wolfpack last year, they held it down.
Wolfpack really did. They really
Wolfpack, they did their thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can't take nothing away. You got to give credit where credit is due, and I'm definitely a man of giving credit on the set where it's due. But like I said, we got some shit coming out next year. My club personally, and you know, we gonna see what it do. And hopefully we'll have this podcast at the end of next year.
Oh, it'll be
and we
around.
have a recap as far as on what happened next season coming up.
Right.
We got a lot of
I'm
good
getting
shit.
trophies together and everything. I want this to be the winner's circle. When them races come up, and
Right.
whoever won, we come here, we drink, talk shit,
Okay, yeah.
and we gonna give out some trophies and some belts.
That sounds about
Yeah,
right.
that sounds
Main
about
thing
right.
is have a good time.
Yeah, you know
And
what I
having
mean?
a good
Yeah,
time,
having
man.
a great time.
A brotherhood, even though we are from different clubs, you know.
Right.
We still a brotherhood within it, you know, and that's what makes this thing so incredibly fun. I've been around 15, 16 years, and it's been cool. It's been ups and downs, but for the most
like
part, I
any
met
bad
y'all. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Been knowing you now, you know, probably a little bit before the set, but
yeah.
this set and these two wheels brought us together, you know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, nothing but love every single time, you know? So we'll keep it going. The A's bike, it's famous.
Okay.
Is it still yours, or can I ask?
Yeah, I'm definitely still an owner of the Hayes bike. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
This year, I decided I was gonna bless somebody else, let them enjoy it. You know what I mean? I did 16 great years with the Hayes bike.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's been a few different colors.
I remember it was
For the
burgundy
last-
and peanut butter.
For the
Ooh, that was
last
nice.
12 years,
Mhm.
it's been the Hayes bike,
Oh,
the famous Hayes bike.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I was gonna bless somebody else this year with the bike, cause I fucked the motor up, so I took all the race shit off. You know, we just got it back running good. Nobody came and got the bike, so actually the bike is getting remixed right now.
Not the paint, I hope.
Yeah. We're gonna retire the A's. We're gonna retire the A's.
You gotta take that
No,
kit off and put another
You
kit.
know, I got something in store for everybody.
Okay, all right,
You know,
cool.
that is always gonna be the A's bike.
Mhm.
I can never do anything other than have an A scheme.
We'll just wait to see. You'll show us.
But I got something up and coming for that, so.
I can't wait to see it. Can we put it right here on one of the podcasts when it's done?
Most
Can
definitely,
we please put it right there, man?
most definitely.
That would be
But
awesome.
as far as that bike, you know, I made it, it's reliable now. You know, that's gonna be the bike that I can ride to LA.
Because it's
Fresno.
famous.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but, you know, the new bike, you know, that's the race bike. So I can't ride that bike to Bakersfield,
Right, understand.
Fresno,
Mhm.
LA. So the A's bike will be the bike, it's just reliable now.
Right,
But the remix, you know, come with a remix, it's gonna be a nice little remix.
right. I had asked T-Cone this, and I'm gonna ask y'all too about how do you feel about somebody letting someone else race their bike? Is that still a win for that person? Is it a win for the bike? I mean,
Well,
what do you count that as?
For
You know?
me, I would say that's like letting a nigga fuck your bitch.
Same thing that nigga said.
Because, you know, it's like, you know, I don't like to ride, I don't ride other people's bikes. Like,
Right.
you know, I got club brothers, I can jump on their bikes if need be. I need to go escort a funeral, I will do that. But as far as day to day, I don't ride other niggas' bikes.
Period.
You know what I mean? That's like letting you lay up in the bed and fuck my bitch. Like,
Right.
how would I do that?
Right.
So, no, I wouldn't, like, you can't really sit here and say,
Can you jockey my bike?
you can't claim a victory. You know what I mean? You can't claim a victory. You didn't go get the victory.
Somebody else.
You put another nigga on your bitch to go and fuck your bitch to say, oh yeah, he fucked me better than you did.
Right.
You can't, how can you
It's
do
not
that?
the same. You don't
It's
get
not-
that
it's
win.
not-
You didn't get that nut.
Not at all. I mean, you can allow other people to say, oh yeah, Dino's bike is fast, oh yeah,
Right.
that motherfucker ran down track, yeah, he did his thing. Like, he got the belt, he got the bike did.
Right.
That you're not the jockey,
No,
so you
but
can't
you
go
can't take-
around
that's not a
bragging
W.
on, no, it's not a W for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're going to go build a fast bike, you better learn how to ride that
Hell
motherfucker.
yeah. Don't waste your money.
That's a waste of money. Why would you go spend $20,000, $25,000 or whatever you spend, not even 15,000,
It don't
10,000,
matter, right.
8,000 to go let a nigga race your bike.
Right, period.
No, that just
I've
don't
seen
work.
it, I've
You
seen
know
it
what I mean?
done, y'all seen it done.
It happens a lot because there comes a time where it just want to be like, oh, my bike is faster than your bike. No, the bike may be, yeah, the bike is.
But are you
Because
scared of it or
but
something?
no, listen, the bike is faster. So you didn't put a jockey on the bike, we proved that the bike is faster. But can you get on your bike and beat me?
Right,
That's where all it, like, no, you can't.
right,
Or maybe you can, but if you don't got no faith in yourself,
yeah.
you can't sit there and talk to me about, oh yeah, the bike. No, I don't want to hear it.
I don't even want to race you.
I don't know. Because me personally, I don't even race niggas on other niggas' bikes.
Period. Because of that.
Because
reason.
I know where it's going already. Because it's like, okay, yeah, you feel like your bike is faster than mine, so I'm going to put Lil Black on his bike to race you.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not even going to race you.
Period.
Because, you know, I'm an honest person. Depending on who the person is, I can say, oh yeah, he's a much better jockey than me. I've been doing this race shit 3 years.
Right.
He has 7, 8, 10 years. No, I'm not going to race him. I'm man enough to say, I'm not going to race the jockey. It's not the bike I'm scared to race. I don't want to race the jockey.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So no, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction or the victory to say that you beat my bike. No, you didn't.
No, you did.
The
Somebody
jockey
else
beat
did.
my bike.
Right. This ain't no.
So no, it doesn't. It don't work out like that. That's not something that you can brag on.
Right. Period.
Not at all.
It's understandable. Yeah. And it goes like that sometimes. A lot of people want you to do favors for them, but you can learn or go out and practice. I remember I didn't know how to burn rubber, man. And we was in LA at the LA run. So I went behind the building and was going over there to practice. Remember that old gold bike I had with all the oxygen on there?
Right.
I went and was trying to practice it myself. Matter of fact, Pop rolled up on me and said, "What you doing trying to learn how to burn rubber?" Like, yeah, it was like my first bike, you know, that was Harley. So yeah, I even wet the tire a little bit. I wanted to learn how to burn rubber, you know. And like you say, I've also learned you can't let the bike burn rubber. You gotta burn rubber on that motherfucker, or it's gonna go down.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've seen you a few times where you letting the bike burn rubber.
In the beginning.
Yeah, no, listen, and I'll be like, damn. You know, and not just you, a lot of people.
No, tell me who was me.
I
I like a whole bunch of people.
And I'll be like, I'm scared for you
And them.
and them. And the pedestrians and the people, and because, you know, most times when people want to show their ass when there's a large crowd around.
I don't do that. I've seen people do it in crowds. I'd rather do it while we
No,
down the
like,
street.
A lot of people see people burning rubber and like,
Pulling up to the party and shit like that.
I
I'm
can
like,
do
man,
that, I
that's
can do
something
that, I
happened.
can do that, and then get out there and bust.
You didn't tow somebody's bike up. You didn't hurt some people.
Hurt some people.
Somebody lost their life. Like, you know what I mean? All type of shit happens when you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Or let alcohol
So
get the
when
best of you.
or alcohol and drugs, because on the bike set, that plays a big factor. A lot of niggas be high and just doing shit. Niggas slow the fuck down. You know what I mean? Take a perspective. You don't want to hurt yourself because you don't want to hurt nobody else. Because honestly, 7 times out of 10, most of these niggas ain't even got insurance.
Period.
Oh
Be
God.
mad. Right.
I've been one of those niggas.
Right.
So
You had the money
I'm not
to
gonna
fix it.
sit here and be like, nigga, I've been one of those niggas. Back in the day, right now everything is insured.
Right.
But back in, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, 9 years ago, nigga, I was one of them niggas. I had the money to pay for whatever I tow up, but
Right.
nigga, insurance
I
wise,
seen
nigga, I
you
didn't have
remix a couple
insurance.
times to Burgundy and do
Everything that I've done on that bike, nigga, back then I've done out of pocket. There was no insurance. This shit was out of pocket. But I'm wiser, much smarter now, and it's about protecting myself and other people.
Right. And the growth. And
You
you
know
got
what I mean?
something
Because
to
when
live
you gotta pay for your shit and somebody else's shit, nigga, that's a lot of money. And not depending on whose shit you hit, you might hit a nigga brand new bike.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nigga,
it might
that's
be one of them
25,
young dumb
30,000 might be
motherfuckers.
on CBO or something.
Mother might go off, man.
You know what I mean?
Have
God
some real
gave you
problems.
50,000, nigga. If you ain't got 50 G's, come on, bro.
Can't hit nobody's shit.
Protect your message.
We be on 2's.
So yeah, man, y'all heard it live right here, man, and I'm grateful and appreciative that my brothers came out and supported what it is we doing here, man. And I say we because they're part of this team too. And this bike thing is going to take us across the country like my man at Rogue. So, this is another segment of On 2's. And as 220 motto go, 2 wheels together, 0 boundaries. I will always be embedded to these guys. Both of y'all, when I called, y'all came right out, man, with no problem, and I appreciate it. And I thank you for all the information you gave us, and I wish it could be longer, you know, but hey, life is life, and you move mean.
Right.
And
Yes, sir.
we give you, I think you deserve a trophy without a race at this point. So hopefully I get to see you again. I want you to do me one more solid favor if you could. If you could just bless me and hit the wall for me one time and put that star up there by that good name, man.
Most definitely, man. Anytime, man.
We're very grateful. Yeah, wherever you want to put it,
Yeah, I gotta put it by the king, man.
You gotta put it by the king, There we go. Thank you, good brothers. I appreciate you, my boy. And for everybody out here, man, thank y'all for watching the show. We're gonna do it again. Some of you brothers reach out to me that they spoke on. Manny say you want to touch me with a lot of people.
You know what I mean? I appreciate
Yeah, thank you again too, man.
You done done for the culture and the set, man.
Man.
Keep it lit for us, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Thank
Most
you.
definitely.
I be on tools, covering more ground than track shoes. Ask about it, extra, extra, view the news.